My name's Matthew, and I am incredibly excited to walk you around this ridiculously cool car. This is a 2021 on a 71 registration Bentley Continental GTC V8, but very, very special. This is a Blackline specification car, and it has probably one of the biggest cost option lists I have ever seen attached to a Bentley vehicle. Let's start with the colour. This is Mulliner Extended Range Candy Red. It is a £5,700 cost option. Then we move on to the Blackline specification, the Mulliner Blackline specification. That's circa £10,000. It allows the car to have the normal Mulliner interior pack, but you then get all of the black accents across the whole of the car. That includes the centres of these famous Bentley Bs on the bonnet there, all the headlight surrounds, all the grills, and then working around the back of the car, that beautiful sort of tail line that runs across the middle of the car and where the sort of the convertible hood sits into. It's so, so special. So 10,000 miles from new, a full Bentley main dealer service history with a very, very recent Bentley service and a beautiful health check. And this car will be sold with the availability of a 12-month Bentley manufacturer's warranty. Now, we're going to jump into the video. We've got so much to cover, so we need to get going. Starting at the nose, this car's fitted with basically all the packs you would ever want. But let's get going. We've got the touring package. That includes those radars down there, which is the adaptive cruise control. This car's also got the surround camera package. There's the forward-facing part of that. It's beautifully integrated into the famous Bentley meshed grille. We've got night vision. That's that little camera down there in the lower grille. And now we're going to talk about something really important. This car's fitted with Bentley's factory carbon fibre exterior pack. Now, as far as we can tell, this is in excess of £11,000 before fitment. So we're talking maybe £13,000, £14,000 worth of carbon fibre fitted to this car. If you have a look, it begins on the nose. We've got this beautiful carbon fibre front splitter that runs all along the nose of the car. And we'll work our way around the car. Beautifully, I mean, they're like jewels, the Matrix headlights in these cars. They've got a blue tint on the inside. It's got Bentley's Matrix LED headlamps, and you've got the second sort of indicator and second beam in there. They're fully adaptive. Part of that Blackline specification is the fact that you're allowed to order black alloy wheels. Bentley have got 22-inch twin-spoke alloy wheels on these cars now, and they're gorgeous. And tiny little detail, you can see they're actually almost rotor finished. So this section of the alloy doesn't quite meet up with the next section, almost like a turbine on a jet engine. But massive, massive wheels and huge Bentley brakes behind there with that bright red caliper on the front there. And then we go all the way down the side of the car, and here's where it starts to really stand apart from a normal Continental. The Blackline specification giving you up the A-pillars on the inside of the windscreen and on the A-pillar on the inside of the door edge there, all of the Blackline trims. That runs down to this sort of, I would call it like a kidney grille, but I suppose it's almost like a side vent on the bottom of the front wing, all in gloss black and running down the lower belt line of the car all the way to the back wheel. The massive carbon fibre side skirts with the Bentley emblem beautifully manufactured inside, so underneath and inside the carbon fibre itself. And then let's open the door and walk you through it. Again, look at the little detail on the door there with the black on top of the door handle. Keyless entry and keyless go. The Mulliner driving specification inside is exquisite. Attention to detail on these Bentleys, this generation of Bentleys, is like no other manufacturer in my personal opinion. It's gorgeous. We've got the contrast red stitching throughout. We've got illuminated door tread plates as you get in and out of the car, which also match the ambient lighting colour. So if you adjust the ambient lighting colour, they adjust colour as well. The Bentley puddle lamps, just so much to say. And look at this detail. If I stop the door anywhere, the door holds. Amazing, amazing detail. You know, if you get out of your car on a hill, I'm thinking Hampstead Heath or something like that, and you're on a hill, these are big, heavy doors. Being able to open the door and it just stops and it doesn't swing back to you with gravity. What an amazing touch. Look at the upper belt line of the car, all finished in that gloss black, across the rear of the convertible roof cover section there. it almost reminds me of a boat, you know, it almost reminds me of a yacht or something like that. That's the level of build quality and the feel this car gives you. The Blackline specification continues around the rear lights, around the rear quad exhausts. Obviously, being a V8, you get quad exhaust instead of the single ovals. That's how you differentiate between the two cars. The Blackline specification coming down the lower section of the car there, around the number plate, it's absolutely everywhere, the detail. And then moving on to, in my opinion, the best piece of the carbon fiber pack. This whole section is actually an enormous diffuser. It goes all the way under the underbody of the car. It's completely made of carbon fiber. It's a massive, massive change. A, to the way the car looks, and B, to just the level. You know, you're talking about big, expensive, you know, exquisite and exotic materials being used on this car. I'm just going to open the boot because I believe I would have needed the key to do that. So just bear with me 1 second. Power tailgate, exactly as you would imagine. In there, we've got the wind deflector. It's original Bentley Charger. Absolutely everything you would imagine for a car done 10,000 miles in the condition that this is. It is honestly probably my favorite Bentley that we've had come through our doors. A quick one down the side. Alloy look fuel filler cap as well, always a nice touch, a lovely little optional extra that most people don't tick. I did miss very quickly carbon fiber boot spoiler, again another piece of that factory Bentley carbon fiber package. And then as we jump in, we're going to run you through even more of the features, and interior features in this car as well are just as remarkable as the exterior ones. So starting on the door mirrors, Bentley's blind spot monitoring, really easy to notice against the candy red there, so it really does stand out that it's got it. The piano black wood veneers throughout this car are separated, they're split in half, 50-50 by this beautiful chrome line, which runs down the door cards, across the dashboard and around the other side, surrounding the cockpit. And we've got Bentley's unbelievable Mulliner specification now. The diamond stitching is so detailed. We've got a straight, smooth piece of stitching on the inserts of the diamonds, and then you've got the normal traditional stitching on the outside. The chrome work is gorgeous. Even the door handles are knurled on the back of the door handle, so it's really hard to see, but actually the knurled on the inside of the door handle, so you get this lovely sort of texture on your fingers when you open the door. All electric windows, as you would imagine, folding electric heated and anti-dazzle mirrors, memory setting for driver and passenger. They're beautifully hidden inside this big leather door bin. And then how can we move past that work of art hi-fi? This is the Bang & Olufsen for Bentley stereo. It's even got Bang & Olufsen sort of embroidered into the leather itself on the door card. And these are aluminium speaker grills. It's just stunning. They look like they're one-piece machined, you know, they're just gorgeous. And then we'll come inside, and what I'll do is I'll switch the car on because there's so much to talk about, including that amazing rotating dashboard. So if I just fire the car in, you can see that the dashboard's gone from its normal section here where it's got the center piece of chrome through it. It's rotated into Bentley navigation. I'll run you through the steering wheel, then we'll talk about that fantastic display. Electric steering column. I'll bring this closer to me to talk you through it. And if the cameraman wants to come in, heads-up display with traffic sign assist, so you might see this, the 40 speed sign in the heads-up display. Heated, multifunction, 3-spoke steering wheel, beautifully adorned in leather, and then stitched on the inside in the contrast red stitching. And then if we talk about some of the features, we've got the new sort of virtual cockpit set up for this generation of Bentleys. I can run you through that. So if I've got the navigation there, I can change the view. So we can have 2-dial switch, so you can have a map in basically all of the screen with your speed over on the left-hand side. I can adjust that. There's plenty. We can go to the phone system, the music, the night vision system, which obviously it's light right now, so it's working, but it won't be as effective as it would be at night, obviously, when it's designed to operate. And then obviously your normal trip computer for the car. All of that's adjustable within the steering wheel, and the heated steering wheel button beautifully sitting there. Adaptive cruise control on that lower stalk there. And again, talking about these stalks, look at the detail. Look at the beautiful knurling on the ends of the detail. I mean, no other manufacturer, in my opinion, builds cars like this. The ambient lighting runs all the way across the dash, all the way around into the door cards. It's almost seamless as it goes from door card to dashboard to center tunnel. And then we'll go through this display. So before we discuss what's on the display, I'll press the screen button. it'll rotate to my favorite side of the screen, which are these almost sort of retro dials. You've got a Bentley compass down the middle, a clock lap timer for racing, and then your outside air temperature over on the left-hand side. I'll rotate it back around again, back to sat-nav. Now we're talking about Bentley's latest infotainment system. We've got Apple CarPlay. You've got over here the settings for the seats, which as you can see are the extended comfort seats. We've got massage setting for both seats. I should be able to switch those on. You can see multiple settings for the massage on both seats. They're heated and they're ventilated. Bentley's own navigation system, as we showed you previously. I should be able to go in there. It should open up if I press zoom. Close that. I should be able to open up the whole map. There must be something that I'm doing incorrectly. But you've got this dial system here. Actually, if I go down here, there you go, right. Then we've got the whole map system and Bentley's navigation system through there. I go into the car settings. Look how many driving aids this car has. It's got Bentley's dynamic suspension, night vision, heads-up display, intelligent coasting, the air suspension that you can adjust through here, the blind spot monitoring, and obviously Bentley Safeguard, which is related to those adaptive cruise controls settings in the front of the car, which allows the car to stop on its own intelligently if it believes you're going to be in an accident. Incredible amount of configuration, and all your drive modes are configurable through this little button here, which you can spin. It'll take you from comfort. You can have a customized driving mode, comfort, Bentley's own automatic driving mode, and then you have a sport mode which opens the baffles in the exhaust. And I'll give it a little blip so you can hear how great that V8 sounds. Moving down the tunnel itself, oh actually I have missed one very key thing. If I pop the car into reverse, it should allow the cameras to come on, unless it will not let me do that. Ah, here we go. Pop the car into reverse. You've got the surround camera system on the right hand side. You can click on any one of the cameras that you want. You can have panorama front, panorama rear, and obviously you've got that top view as well. I'll pop it back into park and come out of that screen. Moving down the center consoles, Bentley's own clock down the center. Lovely to have an analog clock still in a car. These famous pull stops still feel just as well built as they have done throughout the history of Bentley. Dual zone climate control, heated, ventilated seats. We've got air scarf in this car, so I can press that button and hot air will come out of this hole in the back of the seats, which will heat up your neck on a colder day if you're running with the roof open. Park assist, start-stop switches on and off. I'll run the roof at the end of the video. Big, massive cup holders, a wireless phone charger inside there as well. And I'm just gonna basically run the roof finally and show you the final features of the car. I may need the door shut for this. Soft closed doors, as you'd imagine, and look how beautiful the seatbelt retainers are. They hand your seatbelt to you. I know that's old technology, but it's still a luxury. And completely pillarless. And I'll just very briefly summarize this car to you. We genuinely believe that with all of the items that I've mentioned in this video, this car has in excess of £40,000 worth of cost options fitted to it. It really is, and I'm not trying to mix my words, it really is the most special Bentley Continental GTC V8 I have ever had the pleasure of getting the opportunity to sell. My name is Matthew. I hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching.